We love horror, and on the run up to Halloween we thought we would share some of our favourite horror films that you probably won't have seen or have forgotten. If you're struggling for something to watch this spooky season, check out some of these films.
We'll be making a mini-series with an episode for each genre, so if you enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell for notifications of our next episode.
In this episode, we'll be taking a look at some of our favourite supernatural scares. First off, the skeleton key. When Caroline is hired to become a living carer at an old plantation house, she can't believe her luck. But something isn't right about the place and the people who live there. And it isn't long until she starts to uncover the horrific history of the house and the voodoo witchcraft that has taken place there.
The Pact. Annie's mother has passed away and her sister has vanished. Something is not right at her house, and when she investigates, Annie finds herself in the middle of a supernatural story where nothing is as it seems. The Pact is as suspenseful as it is beautifully shot, and is guaranteed to keep you up all night thinking about it. Are we ever really alone?
The ruins. While on holiday in Mexico, a group of friends come across ancient Mayan ruins. The locals seem terrified of the sight, and when they become agitated and kill one of the group, they flee up the steps much to the horror of the villagers. From here it's a tense standoff, and the situation escalates as the group try to figure out what's wrong with the ruins.
Stay Alive. Stay Alive is a story of a group of friends who play an online horror game with deadly consequences. If you die in the game, you die in real life. It's a creepy supernatural thriller with some genuinely horrifying moments and gruesome deaths. While it's not the greatest horror of all time, it's definitely memorable and a lot of fun to watch.
One Missed Call. When Beth witnesses two of her friends tragically die, she knows there's more to it than coincidence. Both of them receive terrifying calls in which they heard their final moments. And when Beth tries to tell, nobody believes her except one detective. Now it's up to them to unravel the mystery before they receive their own call.
Darkness Falls. In the 1800s, Matilda Dixon used to give children money in exchange for their baby teeth. Tragically, she was disfigured by a fire and later murdered by a mob who thought she was killing children. Ever since, the residents of Darkness Falls are haunted by the vengeful spirit of the Tooth Fairy.
Dead Silence. Beware the stare of Mary Shaw. She had no children, only dolls, and if you see her in your dreams, be sure you never ever scream. The town of Ravens Fair is haunted by the ghost of ventriloquist Mary Shaw. When his wife dies shortly after the mysterious arrival of a ventriloquist dummy, Jamie has to return to the town and find answers.
Sinister. When a true crime writer is desperate for a new hit, he moves his family into a house that featured in a snuff film, and he is determined to solve the mystery. But when other films turn up, he realizes something supernatural is behind the deaths, and living in the house might be the death of all that he loves.
The Girl on the Third Floor. A man escaping his criminal past renovates a new home for his pregnant wife, and he is caught up in supernatural events. The house is haunted. Bodily fluids leak from the walls and marbles roll around the floor. This house has a dark history that it can't let go of. The Girl on the Third Floor is creepy and will have you wondering what's going on, but unable to look away.
Crimson Peak. This masterpiece by genius of horror Guillermo del Toro sees young, innocent Edith marry Sir Thomas Sharp. Thomas is the perfect gentleman, and she moves into his stunning mansion in the remote English countryside, where he lives with his stern sister. Soon, Edith realizes that terrible things are going on after she discovers the house is haunted by mysterious ghosts who are trying to send her a warning. Crimson Peak is a gorgeous gothic horror that looks as beautiful as the story it tells. So there were some more scary movies to watch this Halloween.
In our next episode, we'll be looking at some of our favourite found footage horrors.
So don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to know when the next episode goes live.